Okay. Today's the day. God, I hope this doesn't go wrong. I hope this doesn't go wrong. Okay. I know what I'm gonna ask. I just have to not get caught up in everything, right? Easy. I can do this. And Troy will be there too, just invisible. We can finally get some answers. Answers. That's all I need. We can do this. Sure?
Yes, hi.
Hi. You ready?
Yeah, I have my invisibility cloak. We should be all good.
Alright. Let's head to Rosin Hollow.
Okay. Oh,
What
this was fixed.
happened?
I don't know.
It looks so dead.
Oh, this is bad. This is
Really, really bad.
okay.
Um, You should put your scarf on, right?
Yeah. Just there.
Okay.
Can't even see me.
Great. Where do you wanna hide in the cafe?
Okay, yeah. I just
Okay.
want to be in earshot, so if anything happens.
Yes, absolutely. Just be careful. Be discreet. We don't want him catching on.
Got it.
All right. Hello? Mr. Overseer? The Overseer? It? Are you there?
Overseer will suffice.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
Certainly an interesting invitation.
I mean, you wanted to be taken to dinner. I can't offer quite that, but I've got iced coffee, cookies, and gloom gourd pie if you want to come and have a seat.
I'm more than happy to.
Great. Here you go.
Much appreciated.
Of course. I had a couple questions, if that was all right with you.
Seems all I've been doing is answering questions. But shoot. Go ahead.
Thank you. We received a book a while ago. It was called Vidal. I think it was Eastlane's book. In that book, she referenced two people who could help. Do you know who they were?
Well, it isn't anyone you don't know. Our forsaken god of peace you've heard so much about. And, your old mom.
My mother?
Our
Our?
Talk about complicated, right? I mean, you and I, we are more family than that guild you're in.
We're siblings?
Half siblings, but it's close enough.
Huh. That's a list of things she never told me.
I can imagine she didn't tell you a lot. Or at least, nothing you can remember.
Yeah, you'd probably be right. Well, that's a revelation I was not prepared to hear tonight. But okay, so Eigane and Abaddon.
Correct.
Interesting. And nobody's seen either of them this entire time?
Well, maybe not any of you. I've seen them both, obviously.
Fair
But
enough.
they've spent all of their time in Tartarus, so...
Tartarus. It all seems to come back to Tartarus.
That's because this place reflects that place. They're connected in every level.
I see. Anyways, memories. You talked about our memories. The last time we made a deal with memories was the eye for an eye. You mentioned fair and equivalent. What is fair and equivalent in your eyes for a contract?
The weight of the burden, the weight of the pain that comes with it. That's a strange question, Miss Flamel. I'm not sure what you want me to say to that. It's all very circumstantial. What is fair? What is equal?
I see. I guess that's fair enough. One thing holds different value to one person than another.
The eye of the beholder.
Everything is subjective. Alright,
Exactly.
I'll keep that in mind going forward, I guess.
What do you consider fair and equivalent?
I can't disagree with what you said. I mean, to me, I might find my potions very valuable, and to others, they could be garbage.
Maybe. They seem to work well, from what I have seen.
Thank you. I take pride in my skills as a medic and as a alchemist. But no matter.
You're not very different than the Flamels. Guess it runs in the family, huh?
Is that a good thing?
I think that's just as subjective as everything else.
Fair
Sure,
enough.
it's good, I suppose.
Okay. Bringing us back to the Flamels, does anyone have power over them? I know we made the contract with you to protect the rest of the conglomerate from them. Does that mean you hold power over them?
Yeah? The Flamels aren't gods or angels or demons. They are two alchemists who meddled with shit they shouldn't have and are still paying the consequences for their actions.
What did they meddle in?
What haven't they meddled in? They've done quite a bit, whether here in the box or in their old reality, in your old reality. Just depends on which lens you're looking into.
Can the Flamels be taken over? They can take control of the conglomerate. Can anyone take over them?
Who's to say they haven't been this whole time?
Controlled
I
or
suppose-
controlling?
I suppose you don't remember that. You don't remember your grandparents, you simply perceive them as the villains they want you to see. Have they ever been in control? Have any of the conglomerate been in control? Who can really say who these people are? Their motives, their aspirations. It is unfortunate, I'd say.
But when they're purified,
Right.
do they not have control?
pulls the strings.
I'm sorry?
It all comes back to that. Who's on top? Who's in control? Everyone has strings that can be pulled or released at any point.
Even a god?
Maybe. You know, even gods are not at the top. If you want to say who's really at the top, Primordials and the Creator.
The creator.
That's where you gotta look. And if they're pulling the strings, then you know everything is fucked. There's no free will in that.
What do you mean? What do they hope to gain from pulling our strings, if they're so powerful?
Entertainment. If you spent all eternity bored watching mortals run around doing whatever the fuck they feel like, wouldn't you want to just tweak a few things? Get things rolling?
I can't say I've ever experienced that, but who knows? I guess it's a fair point. Eternity is a long time.
Yes, it is.
Why did you attack us after the contract?
You're assuming that I did?
Was it not you?
No! The withers, the lightning bolt, that's not me. That is all the Flamel's territory, not mine. I was simply watching. What I do, I watch in amusement at them attempt to get you to take your contract back.
How did they know?
The connections between all of us, the connections they have to the overworld. They can see, just as I see, but maybe not as far. Who's to say?
Does everyone know
Who's to
every
say how many are
contract?
watching at any point?
Are they watching us now?
The Flamels? No. And if they are, I certainly don't know about it. Not since their little banishment.
Banishment? Where did they go? Do you
Fuck
know?
if I know. I'm not worried about them. They are completely out of my hair. And I have you girls to thank for that.
What does that mean? Why? What issue do you take with them?
Well, isn't it obvious? From the fact they tried to stop that contract from happening? We're not exactly seeing eye to eye.
Funny.
I'm not on the same side as the Flamels.
And what side is that?
The side of ending the cycle.
The Flamels are trying to end the cycle?
Oh man. If only you could remember. Because that honestly is a really stupid question for you, Miss Flamel.
Sorry. I can't control my memories.
No, I guess not. At least, can't control losing them, but you can control getting them back.
We agreed not to do that.
Did everyone agree?
What?
This is not the first, little questionnaire I've been given.
What? Who?
No, I do have to commend you for being more hospitable. You brought me food, I mean, I got to come out here and have a nice time in the rain. No.
Who did you talk to?
Come on. Who do you think? You found Maya sitting in some random temple next to the chapel and you didn't think anything of it?
She promised us she wouldn't go. What was she? God.
Unfortunately, the promises made in the daily build seem to run not that deep. I mean, hell, if I didn't know any better, I'd say she's still working towards getting her own eye of Flugel.
Oh my god.
He was going to complete the same contract that Vivian and Scoop completed.
Why would she do that?
To get her memories back, why else? Wouldn't you want to remember things? Stuff?
There's no control over that, though. The good, the bad, it all comes rushing back. I mean, we saw it with Vivi. We saw it with Scoop. Was it
Because
worth
there's
it?
a price with remembering everything. Obviously. But in remembering everything, you can learn some important things. There's some things that'll help you. I mean, I can already tell you, there are some things that you've forgotten that would have really affected some of your decision making.
Are you trying to
You probably
convince
wouldn't
me to
have
get
put
them
in that
back?
contract at all if you hadn't lost your memories.
Do you want me to regain them? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're leading me to?
It would certainly be interesting. I mean, it's not gonna matter, right? When you die, you'll just forget again. Maybe not all of them, but you'll forget as the cycle starts over. And I intend for it to start over.
What stake do you hold in these cycles?
If I told you that, it wouldn't be as interesting.
So what?
And how you'd probably use it against me.
You're
Like a
taking the
weirdo.
role? Like a weirdo?
Yeah. You, all of you, you're weird.
And why is that?
Because just like the Flamels, you're trying to meddle with things you shouldn't. You can't just lay down and die. It's not like you will remember dying. You won't remember the box. You don't remember. And yet you continue to fight every time you start to remember again.
So what? This is a losing battle? We're supposed to just lay down and let everything go on?
I would like you to. That would be great, actually.
You can't always get what you like. God knows.
If you fight hard enough, you can.
And
If you
the
crawl in
cycle
enough
starts again.
places.
I mean, if the cycle is a hard reset, we're fighting hard now. Will it matter later for you?
Yes. Because it will get you out of this stupid box. This isn't even part of the cycle, it's an offshoot, I guess. A mirror of a broken mirror
So
It's
what
not
if we
even part
stayed here?
of the reality stack.
What if we stayed here forever?
Then nothing would continue. But you'll eventually die. You're immortal. To an extent.
Yes.
And a lot of the others, they're already dead.
And you're not? Mortal, that is.
No, I'm not. If I was mortal, then I wouldn't be here. I would keel it over myself.
So what? That's from your father? The one I didn't have?
No, it's a little more complicated than that.
Have you
My
unlocked the
father was an
secret?
angel,
An angel.
but so was Abaddon. We're not too different. It's just a matter of circumstance.
A circumstance that led you to be immortal.
Yes,
Interesting.
because angels don't just get to be. It's a weird thing with this place. We are born as locusts, and if we ascend, we gain our angelic wings. If we fall, we become demons.
What happened to you? I was not part of the house of God. I was not part of the watch. But their experiments, their lust for something more, that was my fall. I You
fell
are
as my
evil.
father did, and I fell as my mother did. And despite your ascension, Italy, maybe you'll fall as well.
Am I an angel?
You're something close. Closer than what would have been.
What would have been?
If you had connected to your original form, but had not ascended, you would have been just the middle ground of a locust. An ugly creature.
Does that make me now? Something in the middle? Not quite
Yeah.
an angel, not quite a locust.
And certainly not a demon, unless things change even more drastically than I could predict.
Well, I'd hope not.
As a locust, you are mortal. But that mortality only runs so deep. I suppose if you were to... if you were to push yourself even further, through alchemy, you could force an ascension. Because here in the memory box, you're not exactly connected to the Mother Earth.
No, I don't suppose we are.
No, that's a weird situation.
Something to look into, I guess.
You are more than welcome to, though I can't imagine it'll help you out very much. Learning about the old world. There's not much to gain.
I thought you said there was everything to gain. With memories?
From getting your memories back?
Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose.
isn't that learning
No.
about the old world?
You were born in the first reality. There's nothing for you to remember from that. You would just have to learn from scratch.
And why not?
Slightly different.
Call it a side project.
Yeah. A side project, I don't see why not.
Okay. Anyways, we're getting off track here. I apologize. When I arrived at Rosin Hollow today, it looked dark, shall we put it? Decrepit. What happened? Do you know?
The only thing keeping Roz and Hollow from falling apart, from the whole goddamn overworld from shifting, were the strings that held it together. Again, strings. And those strings kept everything safe and clean and welcoming. They're snapping, one by one, and it's reflecting.
Did we do
Everything
this?
is decaying.
Why?
Because of your fun little contract. Everything ties back to that, doesn't it? You did a lot more than you could have ever predicted.
So the Flamels, they were holding this place together?
It was some alchemy thing they put together. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Something Elpis asked them to whip up. But it basically just made sure that this place was harder for undead to get into. It was just nicer in general. It made sure nothing would fall apart. Stuff like that. But they're gone.
Could I figure it out?
You can try. I mean, God, maybe Elvis would know, but I don't know how willing he'd be to help.
I mean, we want this place to be safe for as long as possible, right? If that's the way to keep it safe, then
Yeah. Just brace for whatever reaction will come from this. You haven't spoken to Elvis yet.
in a
I can
while.
only imagine how upset he is that his own daughter's got his parents banished.
Don't say that. He thought he hated his parents. What's so funny?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You... Okay. There's... It's complicated, because obviously sacrifices have to be made.
Sacrifices?
Yes. Sacrifices of the few to help the many. Do you really think he hated his parents?
Sure seemed like it.
What did it seem like to you?
I can't remember much, but in the last reality, something happened at the end. There was some book or another. I just remember something about him hating them, something about a family falling apart.
In confusion, negative emotions can come out. Obviously.
Was I confused? Was he confused?
I think a lot of people have been confused at one point or another. But no. He didn't hate them.
God,
Not like that.
what did we do?
I told you, you caused a lot more harm from your contract than you think.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that.
Yeah.
Is that also the reason for the inhabitants? I had a helper here, Todd. He lived in the cafe and he's gone. And I checked all the other buildings and they're all gone too. Was that our fault?
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
You're the expert.
um, no, I don't know if that's connected. I imagine they're insiders, but I don't know why. But I can tell you they've been gone longer than that contract.
Okay. So at least there's one thing that doesn't come from us.
Yeah.
Great. Did you order Slane to kill Chort? We talked to her the other day. She had orders to kill other people, but not Chort from the Flamels, but she still went after her. Was that you?
Does it matter?
Call it curiosity.
Well, it obviously didn't work. And, so long as everyone does die, it doesn't matter how it happens, how it gets done. But, no. I didn't tell her to do that.
Okay.
She came up with that on her own.
Why? Why would she? Okay.
She's a she's a clever one, you know? So the pieces lining up and decided to kill two birds, two people with one. You get the idea, okay? She took the opportunity.
Why would she's been nothing but kind to us since? Why would she?
Obviously, things are a little more complicated. They're not binary. There is no right or wrong, black or white. Everything is so morally gray in this world that you can't see the lines that separate things. It's all just complicated.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that. Guess I've got a lot more to think about than I thought.
Yeah. Did you have any other questions?
That was all. Unless you've got something you'd like to talk about.
No, not really. Mostly just got work to do.
I'll leave you to it. Thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
Of course. And, I imagine whatever's going on with your little guild is your business, but, you could have just all talked to me at the same time, you know? Would have saved some time, would have made it a little easier.
Perhaps.
I can't imagine there's much good in just keeping secrets, but, I'll extend the offer to you
What
and
offer?
to her inside. If you want your memories back, the price is the same.
An eye for an eye?
Exactly.
Okay.
Salutations, Antelope.
Goodbye, Overseer. Short?
Yeah,
He knew. The whole time.
seems like it.
You're inside?
No, I'm right here. I'm right here. Turn
Oh
my
my
back here.
goodness. Hello.
Hi.
Why didn't he say anything?
I don't know. Fuck with us.
Yeah, you're probably right. But did you hear?
About
Maya?
Maya?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
Um.
I think we should go talk to her.
Yeah.
That
I
was a
mean,
little
we kind of did the same thing. I've got to admit.
We didn't make a contract.
That's true. Okay. To the hollow.
So the hollow.
Maya. Are you here?
Where? That's Lay. Where you at?
The
Down
fountain.
here.
There you are.
Hey.
Hi.
Are you guys okay? You look a little.
You talked to Cold. Hi.
Hello.
I talked to Cole a fair bit. I mean,
No,
that was
no,
more
it's
than
not what I
that.
meant.
That's not. That is not.
You
no.
talked to the overseer. Didn't
What?
you?
You talked to him.
How do
Kidding,
you
right?
know?
What?
No, we're not kidding.
How do you know?
What do you mean? Huh?
I just got back from a little tea date. We can
With-
call it.
With the overseer. So
What?
you both.
Oh, don't act all high
Are
and
you
mighty here. You
confronting
did
me
the
for
same
doing
thing.
the same thing that I did?
We didn't write a contract.
It's the only way to get things done around here.
We
You
didn't
write
I
a
didn't write a
contract or you pay the
contract.
We
price.
just spoke to him.
I invited him to tea. We had tea, and we talked. No
Okay,
strings
well, if I had known
attached.
it would be that easy, I would have done that.
But you didn't. You didn't even talk to us about it.
Because
That's-
what would you have said?
No.
Exactly! The same way you said no about going to get our memories back, as if these aren't the only tools that we have right now. The
He
clock's
mentioned
ticking,
that
Jort.
too.
How much time do we have left before we've completely failed?
I'm sorry. Are we gonna ignore that you guys broke the one rule that we established? The buddy system? Wasn't that the one that you said, Maya? Didn't you say we stick
I-
together and we don't go alone? And it
Sure,
seems like
I
you're
had the
first
buddy
person to
system.
break that rule.
Yes, I did. I did break the rule.
We
But
also
it's
don't keep
different. It's
secrets.
different.
I wouldn't let Etele go alone. If you had come to me, I would have done the same thing for you, okay?
He would have known. He knew you
We
guys
did
were there
know.
regardless.
The other rule was we don't talk to it alone.
I didn't. Short was there.
We don't do it at all. Misspoke.
I mean, I got answers to things. I'd be happy to share them with you if you would ask.
Who knows? Oh, if we ask now. Who knows?
How
if
was I
it-
supposed to bring it up?
You weren't supposed to do it at all.
It's okay, well, I did, and it's done.
What was the point
Oh,
of
okay,
going
then
if
it's
you
just-
didn't
oh,
share?
It's done, so it's okay.
So you just
I
you just thought you could come, you could just go get information and not share it with any of us?
I wasn't going to keep it secret, but I was gonna find a way to let you guys know these things without telling
long-
you what I did.
Maya,
How
it's
long
been
ago
weeks.
did you do this?
It was that day that you guys found me in the Undergarden, sitting by
long
the
ago?
chapel.
Almost
It
a month
had
ago?
just left. He had just left. We were talking, and he noted that there were other eyes present, and he left, and you guys came out, and we went home.
You went behind our back, Maya. How are we supposed to trust each other if we're all going behind our backs?
I don't
We were
know.
supposed to be a guild. We were supposed to stick together. We were supposed to communicate. Yet every single one of you kept a huge secret. There's the whole big thing going on, and you're keeping secrets, all of you?
It's a faction of traitors, I guess. But we're traitors who will be right. I
You
feel
don't know that.
horrible for going behind your guys' backs, but you need to understand that it was right. It was a bad decision, but it was the right decision.
Horrible
Do you
to
know that it was the right decision?
I know!
You don't know anything. You can't
Really?
know if it was the right thing.
Really? I know nothing.
What was the
How
cost
about
of
if
your
you would let me
contract?
go get my memories back? I could. The cost, I don't. It was a verbal contract in the end.
Mhm.
We just had an agreement on something.
And what was
What is
the agreement? I mean, we're letting everything out now. What was the agreement on?
He told
Are
me I
you-
can't let Aigane show mercy. I can't. Something that's only on me. It doesn't affect the rest of you in the end. All I did was try and get more information because we hit a dead end.
We didn't hit a dead end. You decided that we hit a dead end.
We hit a dead end, Chort.
We just learned
What were
more
we
in
finding
the battle.
out?
Between Amarid, we just found out more. We found out that Zislain lied to us. Through all of these battles, we're finding out more. We don't have to go behind each other's backs.
You would have said no. You said it yourself. You would have said no.
Yes.
And
And
Chort
that's for a
said
good
yes when
reason.
I went to her. Because I didn't make a contract.
The problem was the contract.
I think the problem is going behind our backs and even talking to the person.
I think the problem is that none of us seem to be on the same page about what needs to get done. It's like you don't want to leave this place. It's like you don't want this to end.
We don't.
Have
On-
you thought about what happens when this ends? What happens to
Yes.
everyone?
Every single one of us dies.
And you're
Every
okay with
single-
this?
We were supposed to die last time, Chort. I did. I was ready for it. I
I
accepted
didn't.
it.
I wasn't. I felt alone and afraid.
We were not supposed to get a second chance. You don't get a second chance at living.
But we
Elvis
did, and we're
should
just
not
gonna
have
throw
pulled
it
us into
away?
here. We're not throwing it away. We are going to make this right, and then we can be done. You don't understand. None of us are supposed to be standing here. Not us. Not every person pulled here.
But we got a second chance.
So we're gonna use the second chance to make things right, and then we die.
I don't think that's how it works anymore.
That's the only way it has to work.
When I
You don't know that. The only information that you got is from the one person trying to keep us here.
From the overseer. The
The
overseer. It sees
Is a liar
everything.
and a manipulator.
The overseer wants the cycle to continue.
The overseer wants us out of here.
The overseer will do anything that they can do to ruin our plans. And the first thing you do is go to him and ask for advice.
Do you know he said he hopes I succeed? He can't help us, but he hopes I succeed.
Succeed in what?
In ending this.
The memory box or the cycles?
He's a liar.
He wants them. He
We're
doesn't
all
want us.
liars.
We're not all liars.
Fine. 3 of us are liars, and one of us is so self-righteous that he will sit here and lecture the rest of us as if you've done anything to help us get out of
I
here.
haven't betrayed the people who I call family.
What have we
Julia,
heard about you before, Cold? What have we heard about who you were before?
I didn't even know she was family. I barely knew she existed. If I have stated multiple times that if I knew she was family, I wouldn't have done it.
You're a hypocrite. You are a fucking hypocrite.
There's a difference between betraying people who you call close to you and betraying a complete stranger. I never said I was a good guy, but that was a different guy. I'm under a curse. What's your excuse for being a traitor? You
The
don't have
knowledge
it.
that every single one of us is fucked. How many times do I have to say it, Cold? We're all going to die. Do you want to die without a purpose and go into another cycle and have this happen again and again and again? Do you want to accidentally, unknowingly kill family again and again and again? Or do you want this to end for good? To fulfill the contract that Aigane wrote that started this whole shit show and to
This is
be
about
free.
you going behind our back. You don't go behind our back. We're supposed to be a guild. We're supposed to be a family. We're supposed to talk to each other, but you went behind our back. That is
They
my
did
problem.
it too. They did it too.
And I'm mad at them too. But you're the one that did it for the longest and held it and kept it a secret for the longest. So I'm going after you first. You guys. What's wrong with you?
Well,
He said he wanted us to take us to dinner. Take him to dinner.
Oh, yeah, you just went to dinner with the evil guy.
Tea, not dinner. but
My
no
bad.
strings attached. We talked.
There's
There was
always
We
no
can take everything
prize
he said
to
with
it.
a grain of salt. But we have more information now than we started with.
We didn't sign away anything. We don't know what Maya did. Could have lied to your face.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't sign away any favors.
Etele came to me with a plan, and I, as a leader, decided that it was a plan that I wanted to go through with, and I didn't find it necessary to tell you to and give you and worry you more until he brought up the fact that you had made a contract.
Yeah, I did. We all made contracts. We made a contract that fucked everything up more than we could possibly know. Because
Yes.
apparently everybody is still clinging to the Flamels despite everything that's happened.
The Flamels could.
I'm
It-
not
it-
so sure they're the bad guys anymore.
I don't know anymore.
Are they
I don't
the
know.
good guys? Are they the good guys?
They could have been
No.
controlled that entire time. We have no idea. They seem to be keeping this place together, and now that they're gone, everything's falling apart. Have you been to Roslyn Hollow recently?
What's wrong with Roslyn Hollow?
I think
It's
you should go see
decrepit.
it.
It's in pieces. There's cobwebs everywhere. The lights are dark. When I asked him about it, he said the strings were falling apart. The strings that the Flamels were holding to keep this place together. To stop
Should
this
we go
place
to
from
Roslyn
shifting
Hollow?
like all the other planes.
I think we should.
Okay,
I think
Roslyn
you
Hollow.
guys can go to Roslyn Hollow.
Are you not coming?
I'm not sticking around with a family who can't trust each other and goes behind each other's back. Last time I was in a family, same thing happened there.
So you're leaving?
Yeah. I can't. I'm done. Goodbye and good luck.
Well,
Cold, you
Godspeed.
fucking coward! Let's go to Roslyn Hollow.
Okay. Look
See?
at this place.
Jesus Christ.
This is because the Flamels aren't here.
It's because of us.
Yes, exactly. So I'm not so sure that they're the bad guys.
And I know they've done horrible things to you, quite possibly to all of us, but who knows if that was them? And I'm not saying that they're the good guys either. I'm just saying that maybe we should take everything we hear with a grain of salt, and maybe we should start to reconsider. He said that everything was gray, that there is no purely good or purely bad. Maybe this is another case of that.
We don't need to be good if we're right.
We
we're
still
gonna
don't know
fix-
we're right.
We have to be. We are too far in this to not be, Short.
We don't even know if the purification works. We have zero idea.
And if it hasn't been, what do we do then?
I don't know.
We fight Blaze and then Elpis and then Ramsey. We almost get ourselves killed each time. We run the risk of killing them. And then maybe all of it was for nothing, and we've wasted all of this time when we have so little of it.
I'd argue
Yeah.
that we have all of it. These cycles, they're not going to stop. Even if we do get out of here.
I think the Adeli Guild is yet another thing that should have died last reality.
Maybe you're right.
Better to be a fractured family than a faction of traitors. Right, Short?
It's funny. Last reality, we were the trusted. Look at us now.
Oh.
I'm going home. We'll talk sometime about what to do when it comes time to find Blaze and Shield.
Okay. I'll see you there. Short,
Yeah,
did we do the right thing?
I don't know anymore.
I know in my head that more information is better, and we certainly got information today, but God, everything's falling apart. We're just mirroring the memory box.
We lost Cold.
Yeah. In a fractured family, today I found out that the overseer is my half brother.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that one.
Just don't know what to think anymore. I don't know who to trust anymore. We don't even know if the purification works. If we see Elpis again, we can't trust him, but we don't even know if we can trust him once he's purified. We don't even know if we can purify him. I don't know what's happening anymore. Sure.
I don't know either.
We're making all these moves and we're praying that we're right, but every single thing we do only makes other things fall apart. This contract we thought was the answer to everything, and now look at what we're doing. Look at what we've become. We thought this was right. God.
I think we need to find the Femels.
Yeah. I think you're right. I don't know how we'll do it, but
I think that's the next step. Maybe. Hopefully.
okay. Well, we've got to fight Blaze, but I guess in between that, we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go home. It's been a day.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you on the flip side.
Godspeed.
Godspeed. A fractured family and a family. Raiders. Well, goodbye to the Adalie Guild. Hello to God knows what. Miss Flamel. Miss Flamel. I'm a Flamel. I don't even know what I am anymore. An angel. A locust. Something in between. Something in between, apparently. But what is something in between? We've got to figure this out. We need to see the Flamels. I don't really know what's coming next or where we'll go, but
of your zodiacs. Now listen to this banger.